Are you struggling to keep your kitchen organized? Don't worry, you're not alone. There's a universal challenge in maintaining a neat and orderly kitchen. It's like a living entity, constantly changing, adapting to our culinary experiments, and sometimes it rebels in the form of clutter. But imagine a kitchen where every appliance, every utensil, every spice jar has its own place. A kitchen where you can find what you need when you need it. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, it's not as far-fetched as you might think. With some practical tips and a bit of effort, you can transform your kitchen into a well-oiled machine that not only makes your cooking experience easier, but also more enjoyable. Remember, the journey to a well-organized kitchen doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's all about breaking it down into manageable tasks. And the first step? Understanding the basics of kitchen organization. So, are you ready to transform your kitchen? Let's dive right in. The first step to an organized kitchen is giving each appliance a designated spot. It's more than just a neat freak's mantra. It's a practical approach to maintaining order and efficiency in your kitchen. Think about the appliances you use the most. Your coffee maker, perhaps? The toaster? They should be within easy reach, preferably near where you'll be using them. This means keeping the coffee maker near your mugs and the toaster close to your bread bin. The same principle applies to less frequently used appliances. Your mixer or blender doesn't need to take up valuable counter space if you only use it once a month. Assign it a home in a cabinet or a shelf, where it's out of the way but still accessible. And let's not forget about the smaller gadgets, can openers, peelers, graters. They too deserve their own spots, perhaps in a handy utility drawer. In essence, when each item in your kitchen has its own home, you'll spend less time searching and more time cooking. And isn't that what we all want? A kitchen that works with us, not against us. So, take a moment. Look around your kitchen and start designating spots. Remember, a place for everything and everything in its place. Now that your appliances have found their homes, let's talk about other storage solutions for those lesser-used items. You know, those gadgets and gizmos that don't see the light of day as often, but still need a place to call home. Cabinets, shelves, or your pantry can become the perfect abode for these items. You might not use your apple corer or bread maker every day, but when you need them, you'll know exactly where to find them. Remember, your kitchen is a three-dimensional space. Are you making good use of the vertical room you have? Stackable storage solutions or hanging racks can be a game changer when it comes to freeing up counter space and keeping your kitchen clutter-free. And what if you've utilized every nook and cranny and still find yourself short on space? Well, it might be time to consider adding more storage. A kitchen island, a new set of shelves, or even a utility cart can give you that extra storage you need. The key here is to maximize the space you have and keep everything in its rightful place. Don't be afraid to get creative with your storage solutions. Herbs and spices can often become a cluttered mess, but not anymore. As we move on to the heart of any kitchen, the herbs and spices, let's dive into some organizing tricks that will make your cooking experience smoother. First off, one of the best ways to organize your spices is by using turntables or tiered shelves. This not only adds a lovely aesthetic touch to your kitchen, but also helps you quickly find the spice you need. It's like having your own personal spice carousel. Next, let's talk about sorting and labeling. Sorting your spices alphabetically or by cuisine type can make them easily accessible. And don't forget to label the containers. You wouldn't want to mix up your cayenne pepper with your paprika, would you? Finally, before you rush off to buy any new storage tools, it's essential to measure the space you have. Ensure your new tiered shelf or turntable fits perfectly in your cabinet or on your countertop. With these tips, you'll never lose your favorite spice in the chaos again. We're almost done. Let's tackle the final step, decluttering your kitchen counters. Nothing screams organization like a clean, clutter-free counter. But how do we achieve this? It's simple. First, clear everything off. Yes, everything. Now only put back what you absolutely need. The coffee maker? Sure. The blender you use once a month? Maybe not. Next, think about those useful little items that don't quite have a home. Things like measuring spoons, a small whisk, or that handy-dandy bottle opener. For these, consider creating a utility drawer. This is a special place where you can keep all those odds and ends that are essential, but don't have a specific spot. Finally, remember to keep things in their place. The key to a well-organized kitchen is consistency. If you use something, put it back where it belongs. And there you have it, a perfectly organized kitchen. Remember, maintaining it is just as important as setting it up. Happy organizing!